The real concept of purpose I've just discovered maybe a year ago. I was getting into this game called Valorant, and I was hyper improving in it. In 2 weeks, I already hit Diamond, which is like somewhat of a high rank in that game. And because my brother is an esports guy in Valorant, I thought, okay, wouldn't it be cool if I actually joined him and also got into the big leagues? If I also got into the Immortal Radiant lobbies. And now I'm this pro at Valorant. That evening, I also journaled about what I was going to do, how I would balance out self improvement and also the video games, which of course are a bad habit in self improvement. I've written something down, and it was okay, I've been on self improvement the last few years. What a king that has evolved his kingdom and done his craft to try to get into further realms, to get his message out, to be better. Would he waste his time competing with other painters? People that are doing these nice little pictures of other people. Would he learn to paint and then set his responsibilities aside to just get into painting and paint and oh maybe in 10 years he's gonna be as good as the Picasso guy. Purpose in your actions and in your words is so important that I don't get why people ignore purpose in their lives. So, from day to day life, you will see people that you think will waste their time, and maybe it's even you. If you think to your days, as I said with the weekends, if you're playing video games, then will that really benefit you? Because your purpose has to come first every time. Your own truth has to come first. Now, if your purpose is to be an entertainer and get into the esports things, alright. But most likely, you've been pursuing something else. And if you started into a thing that you don't really even enjoy, that you can't see yourself doing in 10 years, then most likely it's not going to be the thing you should be pursuing. By all means, there's discipline as well, which is good when you, for example, you have to go to the gym. You need to do sports, but you don't feel like it. Use discipline right there. But sports have purpose, right? If you thought about it. So your body gets healthier, your mind gets sharper because you burn your calories. I really wish somebody told me about purpose when I was 12 years old. Because imagine I've been going through my teenage years without a plan, without a vision for what I want to do. Every day was just okay, go to school. If it's in a weekday, maybe tell my mom that I'm sick and can't go to school, play Fortnite. Alright, on the weekends I can play the whole day, sweet. But do you actually think I was fulfilled? I actually think this was one of the worst time, even though I had this much pleasure from having no responsibilities and just being on screen all of the time. There was no purpose in that, and your soul demands purpose, I think. If you do a thing that fulfills you, what will it be? It will be hard, it will be quite a challenge to go through, right? And those are not the things which don't carry purpose. Your purpose, you can take a piece of paper and write down tasks which you want to do. And then think a good while about it because your brain will naturally just shut it down what you want to. You have to think for a while before your TikTok thoughts just go out. So if you wrote something down like, okay, I want to fast for 2 days. Okay, this will skill your discipline. And this is what it's about. You make your mind sharp in that regard, right? You want to do a marathon, okay? You have a challenge which don't many people can actually achieve. You want to play video games. What's the purpose in that? Okay, you get some comfort for a while. You have some pleasure. And of course, comfort is good to an extent, right? I don't want you to just be out in the cold, freezing to death. You should also have some things that make you want to get up in the morning. For me, it's food. I've been fasting the whole day today, and I've realized how much food is actually a part of my life. Because quite honestly, I've been binge eating all my days in the last year because, okay, I'm an athlete, I need to get my calories in. With missing this, I've just realized, okay, there's actually purpose in eating, but maybe I'm even, from taking a break right now, I'm getting up my discipline and I'm resetting my mind towards foods. So I know the concept of purpose is quite harsh because you will have to cut a lot of things out in the best case, which you don't see purpose in, which you don't see benefits in your life in. So, fake friends, for example, or friends that are not even your real friends because they're not quite up to your level. Recently, I've just gone to the gym and I've wanted to hit a workout with two other guys. One guy was already on the bench, benching his 50 kilos, he's doing a good job. And then there was the other one, which is kind of this ADHD kid. We were going into a closed room to do this nice workout, which I've announced to them, which is 100 squats, 50 push-ups and 10 pull-ups, and after that some cardio with some bell throwing it in front of you, and then multiple times. I've started strong with the ADHD kid. The other one needed a break. And now the ADHD kid does 100 for the first. Well, I think amazing, we're going to have a good workout. But then push-ups come along. He does 10 and then gets distracted by his phone. He sits down on a little bench beside us and scrolls on Instagram while we're on it. And I've just realized, okay, this guy does not have a clear vision about why he's in the gym. He can scroll at home, right? So please state your purpose clearly in your mind about the things you will be doing. So please see what you're doing right now and try to see if there's purpose in it, even if it's just the smallest amount. So I really want to preach to you that you just look at your life right now from a distance, objectively, not just, oh, you like this subjectively, but objectively, what your father would look to you as and where he would see purpose and where he would think you would waste your time. Now, most of the things we do in our youth is kind of inspired by other people, right? So even if you are on the internet, you will get influenced by other people just unknowingly because you've seen them speak just like me right now. But I'm giving some education to you. Now, you can take these thoughts and just follow them, but it won't fulfill your soul because that's not the being you are, right? You follow other people, they have different goals, they are other people. This is not you. So try to mitigate as much social media as you can. And after you get your head clearer and are aware of your own thoughts, when your thoughts are becoming your own again, that's where you know that you're not consuming too much. Because I see this a lot. People just say, and I've experienced this myself, they see some Andrew Tate short and then just repeat what the guy said on the video. It's quite uncomfortable thinking about the things and opinions I've taken on because of that. And honestly, I wasn't even any clear about why the people were thinking that. I just adopted these mindsets with no reason in particular. So also your mind frame can be formed with purpose as well. If you see yourself as a king that walks tall and you can imagine yourself having this power in every step you take and even this bubble of your energy, then of course you will feel better and you will start to feel more confident. It may be through that because it's the law of attraction. Other people will feel that as well in you. The law of attraction just says that the things you are manifesting into your life will come true. And if you are manifesting bad things about yourself, those will also come true because it's just the way you act. If you think about leaving your girl, you will act more distant towards her, and then of course it just gets weird between you two. So I hope you can now apply this purpose of concept into your life. And I really hope this video has health value for you. So I have a Discord in the description, join that. Until then, stay safe and see you soon.